Good day, viewers. Welcome to my channel. This is Radical Science. I want you to get your pen and paper ready for this mathematics. For everything we are going to say here today are the things you are going to see in the mathematics. It has already been solved. So just pay attention and follow us step by step so that you don't miss any step. And if you have anybody that will be writing mathematics this period, all I want you to do is just let the person know, share the videos to everyone that is writing this exam so that they can partake in this tutorial. I believe you are not going to miss it. Now, if you still need assistance in the mathematics exam, all you need to do is just chat me up on the WhatsApp number on the screen, and I promise you that I will render any help within my reach to you in just to make sure that you pass this exam. I am assuring you that as soon as you subscribe to this channel, you will never fail this exam, because we will do everything possible to ensure that you come out with a flying color as far as mathematics is concerned.
Good afternoon, viewers. I just want to use this opportunity to solve some mathematics you'll be expecting tomorrow. We'll be writing mathematics, as you know. The 2004 WAEC Mathematics is coming up. By this time tomorrow, we'll be writing mathematics. I want to solve some questions so that when you entering the exam hall, it will not be strange to you. I have number 1, number 2, number 3, and other ones we'll be solving in our subsequent classes. Well, number 1 is if 3, x, y, 18 are in AP, find the values of x and y. Number 2 is if 2x plus 3y equals 20, 3x plus 2y equals 25, you are expected to find the value of x and the value of y. And number 3 is y plus 8 over 3 minus 2y plus 4 over 5 is less than 2. You are expected to solve this and solve it accurately and get the answer. I would like you to be careful, because if you don't get this mathematics as expected, you might fail it. Now, the first thing I would like you to note is solving mathematics is, first, you have to know the name of the mathematics. That is the basic problem of the students. They will see mathematics, but they don't know the name of the mathematics. Now, this, as you've known, is sequence. In sequence, it is arithmetic progression. Number 2 is simultaneous linear equation, which is part of algebraic expression. And this one is linear inequality, just because of this sign, a sign of inequality, which is less than. I would like to solve them so that if you see them tomorrow, you will solve them accurately. I would like you to follow me. If you have questions, you drop your questions, and I will also attend to it. Number 1, I will solve the AP. AP has an n-term formula, which is giving us, number 1, we have Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 bracket d, which you've known that n is the nth term. A is the first term and D is a common difference. Now we have 3x, y, 18. They are in AP. What I would like you to note is how many terms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. These x and y are unknown. They represent a number. Now, what I would like you to follow me, what I'm going to do is, knowing very well that this we have 4 terms. That means we are going to have 44, because this n represents the number of terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And A, having known very well that A represents the first term, which is 3, I will have 3. Plus n is the number of terms, 4 minus 1. Please, I would like you to note that this 4 is the number of terms. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I go to this 4. And the common difference is unknown. And the 18 is the number of, is the 4th term there. That is why we're going to first of all find the value of the d. Then from the value of the d, we can get the value of x and y. Let's go as we solve. I have t4 equals to 4 minus 1 is 3. And multiply 3 by d, I will have 3d equals to what? 18. What I will now have is 3 plus 3d equals to 18. Now, as you've known very well, this is a simple linear equation. We are going to collect like terms. CLT means collect like terms. I will have 3d equals to 18 minus 3, which is 3d equals to 18 minus 3 is 15. And I will divide both sides by the coefficient of d, which is 3. I will have 3d over 3 equals to 15 over 3. Dividing both sides, I will have that my d is equals to 5. 15 divided by 3 is equals to what? 5. Okay, now having gotten that the value of d is 5, what I will now do to get the value of x, I will just keep adding. I will add 5 to this 3. 5 plus this 3 plus 5 will give me the value of x. That means the value of x is what? 8. And I will also add 5 to this. It will give me that the value of 8 plus 5, that means the value of x is 8. And 8 plus 5 will give me that the value of y is 13. That means 8 plus 5 is 13. Hence, the value of x is 8 and the value of y is what? 13. If you add 5 to 13, it will give you that the value of the next value is what? 18. Hence, let's recap. Tn equals to a plus bracket n minus 1 bracket d. This is called nth term formula for AP. Having gone through this, you know that the common difference is now 5. Keep adding 5 to each of the terms. It will give you that arithmetic progression. That means, having known that the value of 5, the value of d is 5, 5 plus 3 will give you this 8. I mean, the value of x is 8. Add 5 to 8, it will give you 13. That means the value of y is what? 13. Now, I would like you to understand this so that when you see it in exam, you will solve it like this. It will give you the value of x to be 8 and the value of y to be 13. If you add that 5 to 13, it will give you what? 18. That's the first thing I would like you to note. We also want to solve the second one. Please pick up. I believe you've understood this. Now let's solve number 2. Number 2 is if 2x plus 3y equals to 20. Please, I would like you to know this is simultaneous linear equation. It's composed of 2 equations. I have equation 1 and 3x plus 2y equals to 25. This is equation 2. They may not arrange it like I've arranged it just to confuse you. Please, this is simultaneous linear equation. You are expected to find the value of x and the value of y. Probably known very well that the simultaneous will have 4 methods of solving them, and any of them you choose will give you the same answer. We have number 1, we have substitution method. Number 2, we have elimination method. Number 3, we have matrix method, and we have graphical method. You are not expected to solve graphically. We are going to solve using substitution method. Substitution method is always confusing to students, but very, very easy. I will use substitution method. I will also use elimination method so that you understand it clearly. It's not difficult. Now, in substitution method, using substitution method, in using substitution method, I would like you to note that we are going to form equation 3 from equation 1. Please, in order not to confuse yourself, form equation 3 from equation 1. It is compulsory for any person that is solving with substitution method. Now, in solving substitution method, now I would like you to note, look at this. Allow plus 3 to cross equality sign. You know very well, right from our primary school, we know that if plus 3y crosses equality sign, it becomes minus 3y. Look at it, I'll have 2x equals to 20 minus 3y. Have you understood this? Minus 3y came from equation 1. Plus 3y crossed equality sign. It is now minus 3y. Now divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 2. I will divide this. Now I won't divide here because of the presence of the variable y. Now if you have me understood, if you understood me, you are going to have 20 minus 3y over 2. This is equation 3. Remember I said you are going to form equation 3 from equation 1, compulsory. Don't form equation 3 from equation 2. It is solved, it is gotten from equation 1. Now the next thing we are going to do is to substitute for x in equation 2. Please, all these things are very, very important. You must form equation 3 from equation 1. And you must substitute for x in equation 2. Look at it, equation 2 I will have 3. Have the presence of x here. Now x has been noted for this value in equation 3. I'm going to have 20 minus 2y over 3 plus 2y equals to 25. Now, if you have understood this, what we are going to do is to open this bracket. Remember, it is 2. Now, what you are going to do is you open the bracket by saying 3 times 20 is what? 60. Minus 3 times 2y is 6y. Plus 2 times 4y, 2 times 2y is 4y, equals to 2 times 25 is 50. Let's go again. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 2y is 6y. 2 times 2y is 4y. And 2 times 25 is 50. What I will now do is I will collect like terms. Like terms are class. Like terms are 6y plus 4y equals to 50 minus 60. Are you following me? I said 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 3, this is please 3 is 3y. 3y is 9y. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 2y is 4y. This is 4y. And this is 25. I'll have minus 6 plus 4 is what? Minus 6 plus 4y is minus 2y equals to 50 minus 60 is minus 10. How are you following? I recap, I said I did, this is 20. Remember, I am substituting for x in equation 2. I have 3 brackets. Look at the value of x. 20 minus 3y over 2. I've just substituted 3. Look at the value of x. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 3y is 9y. Now this is 9y plus 9y. And this is 2 times 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 3y, this is, remember, look at the value. 3 times 3y is 9y. 9y plus 2 times 2y is 4y. And 2 times 25 is 50. Now, having noted this, we collect like terms. Like terms are this and this, this and this. Remember, I said this is 9y. 9y and 9y plus 4y. 9y minus 9y plus 4y. Minus 9 plus 4 is minus 5. Now, minus 5y equals to minus 10. Divide both sides. Divide both sides by minus 5. I'll have minus 5y over minus 5 equals to minus 10 over minus 5. If you divide, minus 10 divided by minus 5 is equals to 2. It means that the value of y is 2. Now what I'm going to do is to find the value of x. In find the value of x, I will make a statement: substitute for y in equation of my choice now. Let me use in equation 2. Equation 2, I will have 3. X equals to, remember I want the value of y to be 2, I will substitute, equals to 25. I will have 3x plus 2 times 2 is what? 4, equals to 25. I will now say collect like terms. I will have 3x equals to 25 minus 4. I will have 3x, 25 minus 4 is 21. I will now say divide both sides by 3. I will have 3x over 3 equals to 21 over 3. If you divide, 21 divided by 3 will give you that the value of x is what? 7. Hence, from our summary, I'll have y, x equals to 7 and y equals to 2. These are the possible values of x and the values of y. Hope you are following me. Now this is just substitution method. I would like to use another method because I told you that we have another method of solving this mathematics. Let's start. Okay, just because of our time, I will not make use of another method, elimination method. I will answer the next question, which is our linear inequality. Any question you have, drop it in our comment section. Please remember to drop your questions. I will attend to them when you drop them. Okay, let's go to the third question. Okay, let's go to the third question. The third question is y plus 8 over 3 minus 2y plus 4 over 5 is less than 2. You have to understand, because of this, if you are a good mathematics student, you know that this particular mathematics is linear inequality. Linear inequality. This is linear inequality involving fraction. Let me write it down. Y plus 8 over 3 minus 2y plus 4 over 5 is less than 2. Please, let's continue. This is the question. We want to find the value of y. What we are going to do, in order not to confuse ourselves, let's put this in a bracket to show that this is a different entity and this one is a different entity. And it has denominators to be 3 and 5. Now, the first thing you are going to do is to remove the denominators by multiplying through by the LCM. You've known that the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. That's from our primary school. We make a statement, multiply through by the LCM. The LCM is 15. I'm going to multiply through 15 bracket y plus 8 over 3 minus 15 bracket 2y plus 4 over 5 is less than 15 times 2. I would like you to note, 15 is not what I just brought out. 15 is the LCM. What I'm going to do is I cancel 3 divides 15 is 5. I'll have 5 bracket y plus 8 is minus 5 divided 7 is 1. 5 divided 15 is 3. I will have 3 brackets 2y plus 4. I close the bracket is less than 15 times 2 is what? 30. What I'm going to do is I will open the bracket. In opening the bracket, I will see 5 times y is 5y plus 5 times 8 is 40 minus this 3 is negative. Minus 3 times 2y is 6y. Minus 3 times positive 4y is minus 12 is less than 30. Hope you're following me. Hope you know how I got to this 30. I multiplied the LCM by the 2 given in the question. Now what I will do is collect like terms. Hope you know the rule in collecting like terms. If you collect like terms, any of the alphabets that crosses equality sign, the coefficient changes. I have 5y minus 6y is less than 30. This and this are like terms. They are crossing equality sign. I have plus 40 will cross, it becomes minus 40. And plus 12 will cross, it becomes plus 12. Hope you are following me? Then I will say 5y minus 6y is minus y. Minus y is less than 30 minus 40 is minus 10. Minus 10 plus 2 is, I have 30 minus 10 30 minus 40 is minus 10 plus 12. Using your number line, know that minus 10 plus 12 minus 10 plus 12 is positive 2, is 2. Minus 10 plus 12 is positive 2. Now, what I will do is to divide both sides by minus 1. Minus 1, what I will have is another thing I'm going to have in mind is that in the law of inequality, if you divide any number with a negative number, it will affect the sign of your inequality. This is less than, because the number we are dividing with is negative, my y will now be greater than minus 2. Hope you know the reason why it has become greater than is because in the law of inequality, if you divide with negative coefficients, it will cause the sign of inequality to reverse. That is why we began from less than and we are ending with greater than, because of the sign of inequality. Please, I would like you to go through, I would like to rehearse on what we've solved, so that if you have a question, I believe it will be answered now. But if I was not able to answer your question by what I'm doing now, drop your question in the comment box. I will attend to them. I would like you to note this. I produced the brackets. The bracket was not there originally. But just because we want to solve it, we have to produce brackets in order to differentiate this from this. For you to know that this and these are not the same. And then I produce the brackets. Okay, in producing the bracket, I now say multiply through by the LCM. From our primaries, you know that the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. I multiply through. You multiply all of them. In multiplying, you cancel the denominator by the LCM. Once you cancel, you're going to have 3 divides 15, you're going to have 5. 5 divides 15, you're going to have 3. Because there's no denominator here, I'll multiply. There's nothing to cancel here because there's no denominator. It's not a fraction. This one is an integer, a whole number. And if I have cancelled and removed the denominators, I will now open the brackets. I have 5 brackets, y plus 8 minus 3 bracket 2y plus 4 is less than 30. Now, if I open the bracket, I have 5 times y, I have 5y plus 5 times 8, I have 40. I have minus 3 times 2, I have minus 6y. I have minus 3 times positive 4, I have minus 12. Is less than 30. Now, in collecting like terms, this is why I have minus y is less than 2. In dividing both sides by the negative coefficient of y, that's why I have this. And the law, please, if you make a mistake of dividing with the negative coefficient, if you allow the sign of inequality to remain the same, it means you have failed it. Please obey the law of inequality. The law is, if you divide with negative coefficient, the sign of inequality reverses. I would like you to go through it again. Drop your questions in the comment box. I will attend to them.